Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Forsyth in Georgia. I hope you've all had a super fantastic, sparkling day. I know my day has been incredible. Crazy dog's about to emerge. She wants to play. We have energy to burn. But first of all, so how did your challenges go today? Today was all about laugh. So on the mindset, it was about laughing, getting those good belly laughs going so that you could feel better, get the endorphins going. The business one was finding, what's something funny that's happened in your business, funny stories from clients, funny things that clients have asked you for. Like the examples I gave you was, somebody wanting a 7-night cruise and, okay, hang on. What you doing? Hang on, I got to move out of the crazy pup's way. Here she goes. Up on the bed, down again. Up on the bed, down again. Oh, no. Oh, there she goes again. She's just come back from a walk. You wouldn't guess it, would you? So, look at that smile. Let's see. So the mindset was all about laughter, finding things to laugh about, getting that good belly laugh going so that it massages the internal organs. The business one was, what are some of those funny stories that you've had with clients? Things like, a client wanting a 7-night cruise from Los Angeles to Cuba when it's 14 days one way to go from LA to Fort Lauderdale through the Panama Canal. Funny stories. What funny stories have you had? Or thinking that the Victoria Falls are in India or the Canary Islands are part of the Greek Isles. So what kind of funny stories have you had in your business? And then the fun thing today was, excuse me, that is not for you to chomp on. Laugh at a dog. There you go. Is watching comedy movies, and this morning I could not think of the name of Val Kilmer's movie, so I finally got a chance to go look it up, and it was Top Secret. It came out in 1984, and it was a World War II spy spoof movie. If you haven't seen it, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. That, Blazing Saddles. There's just a lot of really, really great comedy movies out there. So what did you find to laugh about today to keep you, just to feel good endorphins? Was it watching a puppy play, a cat play with catnip? I mean, they're absolutely hilarious anyway. And while I was doing that, while you guys were all laughing, I was getting my laughs in a different way. I was participating with Networking Riches, which is the workshop about what you do before, during, and after a networking event, and then going into some masterminding and hot seat afterwards. My dog is doing flips on the floor. She's nuts, I tell you. She just brings me so much joy, gives me smiles every day and laughs. And this morning she was... we had a blanket on the couch there that she rolled up into a ball, and then she was almost doing like somersaults over it, just rolling over it, and have her butt up in the air and her head underneath the blanket there somewhere, somehow, and she was just flip-flopping around. And she just had me in stitches this morning. But Networking Riches, so it was all about what to do at networking events, both in person and online, since a lot of people are doing online networking right now. And it was just very, very informative. Lots of great material. Yes, I've heard this stuff many, many, many times before, but I always pick up more information, because sometimes, as the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So there are times you could hear things 1,000 times and it doesn't click. But when you're ready to hear it, all of a sudden it clicks and you go, oh, that's what he's been talking about all this time. Because you remember hearing it over and over again, you just didn't comprehend it at the time. So there was a few moments like that for me today, and I can't tell you because my notebook's over there. I'm sitting over here. I'm away from the table right now. I've been sitting at it long enough. I needed a different seat to sit on. But there was a lot of those sorts of moments. And then watching the hot seats, which I absolutely love to watch, because you see those little light bulbs go off in people's heads when they finally get the questions. They finally get the questions, and then they find the solutions. They come in and they give us what their breakdown is for their business, and they ask a few more questions to get to know that person a little better, get to the bottom and the cause of what the breakdown is, and then helping them find solutions or guiding them to a solution. And all of a sudden you see that light bulb go off. It's like, oh, that's what I've been missing. That's the piece I'm missing, or that's that's the right direction I should be going in. So I love, love, love that portion. And I can't talk about it except for the generalization thing, because it's a private space. It is a safe space for them to be able to talk about their businesses and what the breakdowns were. I can't even give you examples. Can't even do that because it's a private space. But just know that they come in there, they tell us what the problem is, they get questioned. The coaches are very good at drilling down. Like Casey, he's leading it. He's got Bajal there, Yvonne's there, a few other people are chiming in with questions and stuff, and drill till we get to the heart of the matter. And then it's sort of like, okay, this is where your missing piece is. And just watching, they're just sort of like, that's what I've been missing. And it's just finding that little missing link, and it could be just a slight tweak. I mean, they could be doing everything right, but there's just one little minor adjustment they need to make, and boom, they're off. It's just that one little. It's like when you're tightening the screw up, and it's got to click into place, and you miss it. You don't quite turn it hard enough, and it doesn't click into place like it should. But then when you give it that little extra twist, it suddenly clicks, and everything's fine. Everything is now being held solid by that screw, and that's pretty much what happens on the mastermind chair. They drill down. And then they just do that, they just twist it just a little more, and boom, that person is off and running. Or they suddenly see the light, that light bulb goes off. It's my favorite part of the whole thing. So really, really good day today. So thank you, Casey and Bajal and YT and Ryan and who else was there? Bruce doing all the technical stuff. I'm hearing all this thumping I was trying to figure out for my dog. Because they did a phenomenal job, and then all the people who chipped in with questions and possible scenarios and possible solutions for things. Great participation. I mean, that chat thing was just flying today. I was having trouble keeping up with it, and I kept getting a lot of private messages as well, and trying to keep on top of those while trying to listen to what Casey was saying. And it was a hot mess, and it was awesome. I had a great time, and some of the comments that were coming out were just hilarious. Oh, jeepers, now she wants to play ball. And then as soon as that finished, we ran a little late with that. As soon as it finished, it was like, take Zeffie out for her walk. We just got back. This campground is full. I will tell you, compared to when we went for a walk this morning, just as RVs and stuff were leaving, compared to when we went for that walk this morning, the campground was probably about a quarter full. It is almost full. Like, we saw six empty RV sites on our walk, and there was a couple of sections in the RV park we didn't even get to, but they're filling up. It's a Saturday. Normally you get this sort of traffic coming in on a Friday, but these are coming in on Saturday. I don't know what's happened between, maybe more restrictions were lifted yesterday that came into effect today. I don't know, but the park's pretty full, and there's lots of kids out playing, but of course the entire playground is closed off. They haven't changed that. They've got it all these caution tapes all over all the play equipment and everything, so you can't even get into the little playground area. You can't do the swings because they're covered in caution tape and all of that, because they don't want people on the play equipment and stuff. But yeah, there's people walking around everywhere. There's RVs was still arriving when we were out for our walk. It's 8 o'clock at night, and they've still got RVs coming in. And then when they check the RVs in, they then have a golf cart escort them to their site, because it takes them the right way around the park for them to enter the park from the site from the right direction. And if you're hearing funny scrambling noises, my dog is, I don't know what the hell she's doing. Hang on. What you doing, pup? Where's your ball? Oh, there's your ball. She's got this little ball here. Come on, give it here. Look at that, those teeth. Look at those teeth. You ready? This is what the noise is. It's her scrambling on the vinyl. She is such a hoot. Okay, give it here. Drop it. Good girl. So I'm going to go play with the dog some more. Although she did very, very well today. Whenever we had breaks and stuff, I made sure she got lots of loving. And we did a little bit of playtime at each break, even if the break was 6 minutes. She got some loving in there and some playtime in there, and I just threw the ball. It's on the couch. She's got no idea where it went. just toss your hand like you're throwing something and she goes looking for it. It's funny. I love how you can. She'll figure it out. Go find it, Zeph. Find the ball. Anyway, I'm going to go play with the dog a little more, and maybe I will actually get to watch the movie tonight. I had it all queued up last night. Was it Men in Black International? Had it queued up. Did not get to watch it last night, so maybe we'll get to watch it tonight. Who knows? Or maybe I'm just done with screens and just going to sit and read. I don't know. Haven't decided. I still got to figure out where I'm going on Monday. Got some ideas, and I'm trying to figure out how long I'm going to stay at that campground, because I suddenly realized that next weekend is Memorial Weekend, and the states that have the open campgrounds are going to be probably pretty full, or to whatever the capacity they can take, because some campgrounds are opening, but they have restrictions on them, like they can only do a 25% capacity or 50% capacities. So totally forgot that next weekend is Memorial Weekend, so it's going to be fun finding somewhere to go. But, you know, if it's just for a weekend where we arrive on a Friday and leave on the Monday, I'm all for that. I don't have a problem with that. So, you know, that may be what we have to do is, but we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes if you're going in for a week, they'll give you preference over, depending on the campground and on their policy and stuff, they may give you preference over those that are just coming in for a Friday to a Monday type of thing. But who knows? We shall see, because a lot of parks are still closed as well. So it's going to be fun for next weekend. Anyway, that's it from us for this evening. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will be back tomorrow morning with your challenges for tomorrow. Oh yeah, I got to do laundry tomorrow too. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you tomorrow. Hekonera.